This
Okay.
conference will now be recorded.
Initially, career started as a manual tester, then moved to Java development. From there again, I moved to cloud development with AWS and Python. So currently working as a software development engineer, software development manager. Coming to the trainings, completed almost 62 batches. 40 batches are offline, 20 are online. Since COVID, we started online. Actually, I used to take classes offline too, but yes, started online from COVID session. Mm, that's all about me. Uh, can you please let me know just your name and why are you here? Simple. The reason why you want to learn Python. Your name and the reason. Can someone start, please?
Hi, my name is Sai Krishna, and the reason I am here is to learn Python automation, infrastructure automation, and scripting.
Okay.
Hello, this is Rishikesh. I'm here to learn Python since it's beginner friendly.
Oh, you are already working or
No, we did not work yet.
okay.
We recently graduated in 2021 from undergraduation, and now we are studying masters at Gannon University.
Okay. Okay.
Um, Hello, this is
Mm,
Harsha. So, I'm in my master's right now, and uh, I'm here to get to know more about the advanced Python and get aligned with the training to get ready for, for the marketing and all the further process. So,
okay.
and yeah, I'm just looking for something roles in development and using
Okay.
Python as my primary programming language.
Okay.
Yeah, hi, this is Prakash. So I want to learn Python for scripting purposes, and it is like little bit easy to code when compared with Java or any other programming
Yeah.
language.
Good.
Hi, Srinivas. This is Vasu. I'm working as a product manager in S&P Global. So I have been Snowflake and kind of different ETL solutions. I just wanted to learn Python so that I can probably automate few things.
Okay. Good. All done? Okay.
Hello, this is Rishit Rao. So I'm
Hi,
currently
Rishi.
doing my master's and I will be graduating in the month of May and I want to know more about this Python and
Okay.
how it's gonna be helpful in my career. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. I think just specific why because I want to know how many are experienced here and how many are freshers here. So that when I'm taking the example to explain better, I should take care what is the best example that can be easily understandable by the developers or by the freshers. So just to see, if all are experienced, I have another examples to take. I mean, very deeper and it's okay, but I just that is the reason I'm asking. That's all. Nothing more than that. Yeah. Let's start the demo. I don't like to say this is demo. It's a class. You please assume that this is the class we are starting. Okay. It's not like demo. We do some negotiations and all. No. It's directly class. Okay. So let me start. Before that, if you have any questions, please let me know. Yeah. After end of the demo, I will just stop before 15 minutes, just to clarify further doubts if you have any. So Python developed by Guido van Rossum. So here, this is the full name. I call GVR. So he's actually from Netherlands. In 1980, he was in a park. Just he was enjoying his holidays. So when he was there, he was like thinking, what is the current programming languages or scripting languages in the industry, and can I can I can I create a new one out of these, and so that it will solve maybe problems what we see, or maybe disadvantages what we see in the languages that we have currently. This is the basic thinking he started in the park. That is also in park. He was not in a lab or something or in front of the computer. It's not like that. He was in park. He was just thinking like that. So then he started writing. He started gathering the team and put a proposal saying that we want to rectify a lot of things what we have currently in the industry, like Pascal, Fortran, C, something. So we need to. We are seeing a lot of issues there. Can we create a new language? This is my proposal. Then, then they started gathering the team and they started the initial implementation, designing, all of things happens. So finally, actually, the thinking started in 1980. Finally, after having all the discussions and the implementation started, everything started. Finally, the Python was released in 1980 with the version 0.9.0. So they took almost 10 years to give the first release to the world. That is, in 1990, Python was released with version 4.9.2. So the whole 10 years, what exactly he tried is the best target is user friendly. The developer friendly language. We see Java, .NET, or any language. If you get an opportunity to work on both, you will be very happy after seeing that Python is better than the current language. The main is developer friendly. Code is easy, syntax is easy, the terminology that they used in Python is easy, and main thing is solve the problem in very less number of lines of code. So that's the one of the biggest reason that Python was very popular. Python is popular now, and still people are trying to use Python. Just they want to replace the existing language code, Java, .NET, and all with Python. Main reason is developer friendly, not the client friendly. Okay, why client friendly? We have different topics there to discuss, but if you have any time, yeah, definitely we'll discuss. But this is very developer friendly. The next one, in 2002, 2016, 2002, the position of Python, we have a top 10 programming languages websites that they do some analysis and give the results saying that these are the top 10 best languages to learn or to start development. So in 2002, the position of Python was 16. So that means there are no place in the top 10. But 2007 to 2012, these 5 years, the Python position was 7. But now the Python position 1, or sometimes some websites 2. That's it. It's trickling between 1 and 2 only. And that's the full length of stability and also grooming or whatever. Okay, so they're solving a lot of problems day by day, and now they got the place of top 10 in the world, all the languages. So one is best. Yeah, I see a lot of 5 or 6 websites, and some websites they're giving two. They don't give the complete analysis, but yes, it is in top 10, that two, and 1 and 2 positions. And I think you see the power of Python, right? So where is the best example is, I think someone tell me when Java released, if you have any idea. Java, the year of release Java. Any idea or any guess? No problem. Guess is also fine. Just to see, guess. Any guesses? So actually Java released in 1995. But 90% people, I mean, in the current industry, if you ask any freshers on the, they definitely say, I mean, later, I mean, it's because Python recently released, they feel like Python recently released, so the less than to the 1990. But actually, Python is super senior of Java. It was released in 1990, but not before Java itself, Java Python released. But if you ask anyone, definitely they guess more than, I mean, less than to that. Because current industry now, now only people are talking about Python. It's not there 15 years ago. Even I was there. The only jobs in the software industry with Java, .NET, and SQL and Oracle. That's all. These are the four jobs. Later, a lot of technologies, Hadoop, SAP, data science, a lot of things are introduced. But nowadays, currently, people are talking about Python. So everybody thought that it is released after Java. No, it is released before Java. So the way it went, and that's what the top position. Give me one second. Sorry. So released in 1990 before Java 1. This is the main thing we need to understand. Okay. Now about Python. The first thing is its beginner's language. What is the meaning of beginner's language? Okay. The perfect example, I would say, it, in 19, not 19, 2016, I got a call in the Hyderabad. The school name is Cambridge School, Cambridge or something. Principal ma'am called me and said that, Srinivas, can you please come to my school to discuss? So no problem, tell me in the phone. So then we started. She saying that we have 10 plus people. We want to give training on one of these any language to develop small programs. I seen in the Google that they 99.9% people are suggested Python. Sir, everybody saying Python is beginner's language. Is it true? If it is definitely true, can you please start Python sessions to my students? Ma'am, 10 plus people, why are you taking now? Let them enjoy and let them study further what is best and what is required for the further study. No, sir, I want to give the training on Python and so that they will know the Python from the 10th standard. So it will, for them, it's very easy. So I want to add a lot of things to it, sir. Can you please take 1 month sessions? I said, it's very difficult, ma'am. I mean, yes, of course, it's a beginner's level, but I don't know how to handle these guys and almost 65 people are there. She said, no problem, sir. You take, they are very good and they will definitely take because I see in the Google that it's a beginner's language. So everybody can start. The only requirement is to know how to use the computer with the OS. Okay, just to know Windows operating system, and that's it. That's it. There is no prerequisites like C, C++, Java, and all. You should know. No, nothing. A BCom computers, BCom, BA, anything, any candidate can come without having any knowledge on the computer languages. Just fresh mind with how to operate the Microsoft Windows system or Linux system or Ubuntu system. Just one system is fine. Nothing more than required to start Python. And also, after started the classes, you don't need further things also. Just concentrate on how to write the logic and what are the prerequirements. Yes, that is, it's not my points. It's not from my Srinivas point. It's already there in Google's business language and it's proved. How it's proved? And I went there. I took almost 40 sessions. The first 10 sessions, I see a lot of difference. But after 38th day, they started writing programs and they are amazing. The 10 standard people, maybe now they will think maybe they are working maybe. But in 10th class itself, they started writing the program. That's a huge program. The maximum lines in one program they wrote, that is 280 lines. And the 40 sessions still they are saying we want more because I have only 40 sessions contract with them. I said no. It's okay for you. It's okay, guys. Beginners lines. And when I started first, they don't know anything. They only know how to operate the system. That's all. They know Paint, Word, and even they don't know how to install these language softwares also. So I took the step by step, and yeah, first time is very difficult, but after 35 days, I see a lot of changes. So people who are in the class right now, and if they don't know anything, and just they completed some other domains, I mean, some other like mechanical or something, and they want to move to the software industry, don't worry, you took the right path. That is learning Python. So the first line, yes, it's proved. It's proved. Everywhere it's proved. And this is beginner's lines. Questions? And second one, how did they implement the Python? Is it given by God directly to GVR saying, hey, GVR, you are a very good guy. Let us take this software and use it as a Python? No. God given? No. Then how did they implement this Python? Right? So Java is coming from where? Oracle coming from where? How Oracle is coming? What exactly happens when you write that query? Select star from employee. Then how it is giving the rows? What is the behind things we have? Okay. Python is completely developed by using C. So the 40 people they gathered in 1980, they started implementation by using what language? Same language. So they used the C language to create Python. It's very simple. Then why C language anyway there? Then why do we need Python? Can you guess? C language anyways there. Then why do we need Python? We can do whatever the things is possible in Python, right? No. So the initial target of good of Androsm is what? Whatever we see the difficulties in the current languages, then we need to overcome by using Python. So they simplified the approach. It's very simple difference between, I mean, operating the current, I mean, nowadays TVs, I mean, the LEDs, whatever. The difference between by using remote and by using hands. So using hands is C language, remote is Python. So it's simplified your life. So Python, yes, it's simplified all the logics. Now third point, and it's free and open source. You know, right? What is free? Yeah, everybody knows, right? It is free. You can do anything with Python. No need to pay money to the Python people asking software. It's free. It's freely available. Now, what is the meaning of open source? Any idea? Anybody? What is the meaning of open source? Any guesses? Just what is your idea of what is open source?
Yeah, anybody can add their extensions, right? Like they, I mean, everybody can contribute to the language.
Okay.
It's not
Okay.
licensed.
Okay. Any other guesses? What is open
I think
source?
there is no need. I think there is no need to pay to download, right? It's not an enterprise edition, something like that.
That's free, right? That is done. That comes under free, right? That one, what is open source?
So, for example,
Yeah,
I'm
your
not
guess
sure,
is
but if
okay,
I wanted
but
to add some, yeah, if I wanted to add some
hmm
modules for this Python after downloading, also I can add it. I can add my own code and put it in the live libs, so that I can use
correct,
uh, that thing in the Python.
correct, correct. Um, so what is open source here is what we did, we are giving to you, sir. We are not hiding how we implement it. So when you download the Python, you see the complete development in the newer project C folder or D folder. It's not like that. The simple difference is there is a VLC player in your computer. There is a VLC player in your computer. Now, when you double click on the video tag, then the video will play in the VLC player. Now, my question is, can you do a change in the VLC player so that whenever I start the video, it should start from the first minute? I mean, 60th seconds, it should start. Is it possible? When you click on the video or audio, the audio or video should start from after 60 seconds. Is it possible? The customization of VLC player in your system, is it possible? I'm asking. No, it's not possible. That is a closed resource.
No,
That means they are not saying, they are not giving how we implement, and they are not giving a chance to modify the layer of the behavioral change of the VLC player. Why? Because it is hidden. When you download, you got exe file, you just out, you can use it. That's all. That is closed source, and that is mandatory for the VLC players. Maybe that they decided. But open source is like they are giving how we implement it. And if you want to add, so as our friend said that, yes, if you want to add something, yes, add it. If you want to customize something, yes, you can customize it. You want something behavioral change, yes, you can do that. But that is up to you only. And the main point is how we developed is given to you, sir. You can go through that. Because open source is very much important for the language developers. I mean, language people who are delivering the languages or scripting language, programming language. The main point here is that is the reason currently the Python version is 3.11.1. See the how the growth is happened from 4.9.0 to 3.11.1. Why? Because whenever you see the open source, maybe in India very less, but other countries they first see that how they implement. Yes, India also there. I'm not saying that. But what is their target is they want to see the problems or they want to find the problems in their code. Because see, Guido Van Rossum is not a good, I mean, he's a very, very intelligent. No, no. He's just developer only. The team also developers only. There is a possibility that they do mistakes. Right? So people who are they are downloading Python, they see the issues and they see that, let's say, they have written a C code of 100 lines. They can report saying that this 100 lines is not required, so you can replace with this function. So lot of suggestions, lot of things are coming from the industry to the Python people. I mean, Bodo Van Rosen team. Though they are implementing a lot of things, then finally we got 3.11.4. If it is a closed source, I bet there is no version like this. It will be 9, maybe in still 1.0 series. So open source is very much important for the people who are delivering the languages. If that is a closed source, yes, it's very, very difficult for them to get the ideas. Clear? So Python definition. So it's my definition. Yes, if anybody asks, you can say this one, no problem. Okay. So Python is high-level general-purpose interpreted dynamic and object-oriented language. So the main features of Python is included here. It doesn't mean that only we have 5 features. No, we have a lot of features in Python, but it's maybe good definition of Python. High-level general-purpose interpreted dynamic and object-oriented. So what is high-level? High-level language. What is the meaning of high-level? So maybe I got an opportunity to work in low-level languages, but I'm sure it's not possible right now for you to start working on low-level language. It's waste of time and not useful. So what is the low-level language? Okay, so assembly language, it's a low-level language. What is exactly that? So low-level languages are tightly coupled with the system. That means you have a system, you are developing the code. And if you take out the code from your system, I mean, it is working in your system. If you take out the code and put it in other machine, it will not work. So it's a machine dependent languages. That means your code works wherever it is developed. So take out your code, and if you want to work that code in US, you need to travel from India to the US, and you need to travel from your system. It's not possible to that upload the code in some remote directory and then download there and then you no, not possible. They are long. They are called as low-level language. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of high level? It's very simple line. Write anywhere, run anywhere. Python is high-level language. That means you have a Windows system. You develop the code. Take out the code. Put it in Linux machine. It will work. Take out the add some modifications there in Linux machine. Take out the code. Put it in Mac. It will work. Do you need anything to be changed? No, not required. Why? Who is taking care of everything? Python is taking. It's a Python is high-level language. So run anywhere, write anywhere. Develop anywhere, run anywhere. It's simple line.
It's like
So we
Java.
call this as a, yes, it's like Java. Yes, it's like Java. So we call it as platform independent. Platform independent. We are not dependent on any platform. Take any platform, we are ready to serve. That is high level. But actually, why low level language doesn't work and all? There is a huge story, big story. But yeah, we'll see. But it's not mandatory right now. Anybody. What is general purpose? So before going to the general purpose, let me introduce DSL. DSL meaning domain specific languages. What is domain specific languages? Let me tell you the stories happening in right now industry, like Infosys, Capgemini, uh, what is that? IBM. Actually, they have, I mean, you know, right, the history of all these companies, and they are very good companies, and they see lot of issues internally, like to maintain something. Let's say they are working in a healthcare domain and all. They see lot of things which are repeated and all. So that's why what they do, they will create a R&D team. They have an R&D team. What they do, they create a separate language. Let's say XYZ. Okay, separate language. Why they are creating to solve internal problems in the domain. So they have some healthcare domain. So to solve repeated things in the, they create a language called XYZ. Let's say domain is healthcare. Now my question is, can they use XYZ language for financial domain? It's a language. It's like Java, Python only. But they internally they develop it to solve the lot of problems what they are facing daily in the healthcare domain. So is it possible for them to use XYZ for financial domain? Say yes or no. Can they use XYZ language for financial domain? Yes or no?
Yeah, I think yes, Srinivas. Maybe with the some customization.
No, without doing any customization.
No, we
It's
can't,
language
right?
there. We can't write. Why? Because
Yep.
XYZ is tightly coupled with healthcare domain problems, right? They can't
Correct.
take out
Yep.
XYZ and use the financial, right? This is called domain specific languages. That means if you change the domain, your program will not work. If you change the program, your domain will. So domain specific languages are there still, but they are they are keeping in the company itself because there is no use at all. They can't give this to other company also to use for their healthcare domain because I told you already. It's IBM internal thing. How they can give this program to the Accenture or some other company? Sir, you can use for healthcare domain. Still they can give, but they want to do something else. It's a domain specific language. So domain, if you change the domain, your program will not work. If you change the program, your domain will not work. Very simple. They are called domain specific language. Do you have anything in the industry? Yes. So SQL is a domain specific language. MySQL is a domain specific language. Yes. SQL is only for MySQL. MySQL is sorry. SQL is only for Oracle. MySQL is only for MySQL database. If you change the database, your query will not work. If you change the query, your database will work. Very simple. So this is language purely for Oracle. This language is only for purely for MySQL. This language does not work for Postgres. This language doesn't work for MySQL. SQL is only for Oracle. So these are also called domain specific languages. But what is general purpose? So Python is saying that we are general purpose language, sir. We are ready to work for any domain. We are not meant for only for healthcare. We are not meant for only financial. We are not meant for only some other domain, sir. No, 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 sir. Take any domain. We are ready to work with you, sir. So we are general purpose language, not only created only for this domain. No, we are ready for any domain. That is general purpose language. What is interpreted? Any idea? Any idea?
Yeah, you tell. We don't know it correctly.
Okay. Okay. Now, I want to know what is the title you have seen. Okay, I will tell you one thing. C is a programming language. This is the title you see in the Google and all, right? Java is a programming language. Now, can you tell me what is the title you see or what is the title you heard about Python? Python is a language. Why they call Python a scripting language? Why Java is a programming language? Why C is a programming language? Any idea? And Python is solving all the problems whatever Java is solving. And as I said, they are replacing Java with Python now.
We need something like
Right?
interpreter.
Interpreter. And yeah, maybe when I get the job, uh, people are who are working in programming language, they feel like heroes. And people see some degrade for people who are working in scripting language. A small idea between these guys. Like programming language is very good and compared to scripting language. That's what even I felt. Let me tell you the difference between the programming language and scripting language. Then you feel better. Okay. So 99.9% I'm sure they don't know what is the exact difference between the programming language and scripting language. And 99.9% they feel that programming language is better than the scripting language. That's what I know. And I know because all the batches I see the responses. And yes, let me differentiate between these two. And let me highlight the first point. Who knows C language? Any idea? I mean, anybody knows C language here? I have only one question.
Not much, but so
Okay,
long
okay.
ago.
Do you remember what is the programming, the file name? Once you create a C file, what is the file name will be in C?
Not sure. I think with a .c extension and we start with
Dot C.
in,
Okay, let's say ABC dot C, right?
yeah.
After ABC dot C is created, what is the command you use to see the output?
Not sure. Don't remember.
Okay. Actually, after C file is created, they use GCC command to compile the file and then execute the file. GCC will compile the file and then after file is created, then the file name they enter, then it will see the output. Now my question is, how many commands you use to see the output of C file? How many commands you used to see the output of C file?
4, 3.
Two only actually, right? For compile
Yeah.
and
Oh, to
execute. Yeah.
execute, right? Okay.
File
To execute,
creation.
not
Yeah. File creation. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Two commands,
with
right?
the,
Now,
with the file creation.
anybody
I think
know?
with the, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the file creation. Yeah. Yeah. So it's two commands. Now, anybody know Java?
Yes.
Okay. What is the file name of Java?
I think it Java, something like that. I
Okay.
was just doing a
Okay.
freelance for the Selenium test case like 5 years ago.
Okay.
So that is what I remember.
Okay. It's okay. You created Java file. Do you know how many commands are required to see the output?
Not sure. Maybe
The
2.
first command is javac abc.java. This is to compile. Then to execute Java file, Java abc.
Yes. 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 2.
So how many commands required to see the output?
2.
Two commands. So anybody knows shell scripting? Linux or Bash scripting, Windows
Yes.
.8.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Linux. Okay, Linux. What is the file name extension?
We can put dot sh, but yeah.
abc.sh. Now, how many commands you use to see the output?
If it is having executable permissions, I can just execute that file. You run file.sh.
Execute the directly abc.sh, just simply say
Yes.
enter, or
Yes. Yes.
sh.abc.sh.
Yes.
Right? So, how many commands you use to see the output?
Two.
One only, right? You're not, you're directly hitting that file.
ABC dot. Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah. 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 One.
Just enter, you see the output, right? So, one command. Now you understand. This is taking two commands. This is taking two commands. That is the reason we call Java is a programming language. C is a programming. Now you see one command. That's why we call Linux is a scripting language. Now after having these commands, can you tell me Python is a scripting language without knowing any commands? Can you tell me how many commands are required to see the output of Python file?
One.
One. Let's say I have abc.py. Now the execution of Python is simple. This is one command to see the output. This is one of the difference between programming language. Now tell me which is good, which is very good, very helpful to the developer. Scripting or programming? Obviously scripting. Because daily you do 200 changes, you need to run 200 into 400 commands. If you are working in a programming language to see the output of the things. But it's not like that in Python. You just do what? Execute. You see the output. That's why the title is scripting language. Remember one thing. In 2025, we are releasing a new language called XYZ. If you see the announcement from any of the company, then if they say that that is a scripting language, what should raise in your mind first? Oh, okay. 2025, they are releasing a language XYZ that is a scripting language. That means we want only one command to execute the file. In 2025, we are releasing a new language saying ABC. That is a programming language. Then what should be the first point you raise in your mind? Oh, okay. They are doing compiling and execution by the developers. So developer has to take care of both. That means two commands required to see the output. Now Python is a scripting language. That means we have a lot of differences. We'll discuss further, but the main difference is one command is required to see the output of Python file. So that is called interpreted. That means interpreted will take care of both sir, compile and execution. So you don't need to do a separate compilation sir. We are interpreted. We are interpreted language. So the next one is dynamic and object oriented. Okay. So these two I will cover in the advantages part of Python. Okay. That is tomorrow. Now tell me your questions. Yeah. Before that, let me tell you. So this is just I'm stopping here. Tomorrow we'll continue with the advantages. In the advantages area, I will cover dynamic and object oriented. Okay, because you can correlate something in the advantage part. That's why I'm just skipping this two. Okay. Now coming to my course, it is 60 sessions, and then core Python. So it is 25 sessions, and then advanced Python. This is also 25 sessions. In the advanced Python, object-oriented language, explanation of object-oriented language, regular expression, ready. And then Django. This is web application framework. So this will be mostly 10 minutes, 10 sessions. So Django is web application framework. If you know the Django and core Python, advanced Python, you will be a software developer. You are a full stack developer. Just front end is the only requirement. You can develop the complete web application if you know all these three things very well. So advanced Python, we cover object-oriented language, the whole complete object-oriented language principles and everything, whatever we use in Python, and the regular expressions in mathematics. And core Python will cover all the basic concepts of Python. That is main thing which is used in the rest of the classes and advanced Python design. Everywhere we use the core Python logics only. The only advanced Python design is the next level of Python. So this is the whole structure of my course. If you have any questions, please start. Any question? Guys, any questions? Okay. Okay, guys, we'll meet next. Thank you.
Thank you.